what the program entails. So for anyone who hasn't kind of heard of it, it is a 6-week gut transformation program and whole health transformation program that kicks off on the 14th of September. Runs for 6 weeks, and it's an online program where yours truly, plus a number of experts who are joining me, are going to take you through a 5R approach to gut healing. So in my last video, I explained that this course isn't just about your gut. It's called a gut transformation program because your gut is the seat of your health. So Hippocrates was the chap who basically said your gut is responsible for everything, and he was bang on the money. So whether that's autoimmune conditions, whether that is hormones, whether that is digestive issues, whether that is arthritis, all of this stems from the gut. And I do appreciate for a lot of people, that's a bit of a leap, like to understand how that works. But I'm going to break that down a little bit for you today. So we all know what we eat has an impact on our health, or for the vast majority of us should do. So what we're putting into our body is either going to be food to help us improve and live stronger, or it's poison. And there isn't really very much of a grey area in between. We all know that eating McDonald's, for instance, is not going to be health enhancing. And we know that fruits and vegetables are going to be good for us. But there's a lot of products that are in that grey area that are dressed up as healthy foods that are actually possibly doing us harm. And particularly if you already have digestive dysfunction, whether that is IBS, for instance, whether that's constipation, diarrhea, bloating, diverticulitis, any Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis. These are all signs that your digestive system is not working as well as it should. Hi Sarah, nice to see you. And when we have these symptoms, this is our body's way of telling us that something is not happy, okay? So it might get a little bit techie, and I do apologise, I've got a dog in the room that's just, I think, about to start barking, so I'm hoping she's not going to. The lining of our gut starts in our mouth, okay? So it's a tube, basically, a big long tube through our mouth, down through our throat, into our stomach where food gets mixed, and then that passes into our bowels, our small intestines, large intestines, and then eventually out as we pass it through. It is a massive tube. That's essentially what it is. And it's the lining of that tube that basically supports health or not, protects us from disease. So as things travel down through our mouth initially and down into our stomach, it's the cells or the epithelial lining of the gut, the gullet, and then the stomach that will protect us. But if that's not working properly, hi John, nice to see you, that's when we get into trouble. So I think most people will have heard of acid reflux. Okay, so that's when the stomach potentially is producing too much acid, and that burns the base of the esophagus. So it comes up from here and it burns the base of the esophagus. For many people, hi Wendy, nice to see you. For many people, that is due to foods. Okay, so anyone out there who's watching this, if you suffer with acid reflux, you may kind of go, oh yeah, I get that after I eat orange juice or drink orange juice, or I get that after I eat bacon rolls. Like, it's normally linked to something we're putting in our body that our body goes, whoa, hang on a second, I can't deal with that. When it comes to that point, there's been a lot of damage before that leads you to that point. But that is a sign from the body to say, I'm not coping very well. Okay, so that's that's stomach area. As we get further down, as food passes into the colon, the small intestine, particularly, you've got something called small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, SIBO. And this is where maybe your stomach acid hasn't been doing its job properly in the tummy. So it's not killing off certain bugs. Maybe your digestive enzymes aren't working properly because you're eating food too quickly. There's a whole host of things. Maybe you've been chronically stressed. This has a massive impact on how we produce stomach acid in our tummy. And if we're not producing stomach acid, which is very, very common, you are not going to be digesting your food properly. And even if you are eating a perfect diet, you're not going to be getting those nutrients. And I know that because I was there. I was taking supplements coming out my ears. I was eating organic food and eating really well, yeah, I was still getting sick and I was still having tests that were showing up that I was nutrient deficient. And that's because I wasn't producing enough stomach acid. These are the sort of things that I will be going through in my 6-week Gut Renew program and talking you through step by step. So I follow something called the 5R approach, and it's a functional medicine approach, and it is the gold standard in basically regulating gut dysfunction. I can send you for all sorts of tests, and some people I do because it's indicated and it's going to be the best way to get the most information so we can target and approach better. But for the vast majority, just following a 5R approach, you will get all the answers that you need for your specific issue. And this is why I do this program, because it's actually very simple once you follow the steps in the right order, and once you start understanding which pieces in the jigsaw are relevant to you. So I've just talked about the early stages of digestion. So if you don't have enough stomach acid, for instance, or if you're overproducing stomach acid, digestion starts in the mouth. If you're not chewing your food, that has a massive impact. So we cover all of this and more. Hi guys, anyone watching got any questions on what I'm saying so far? Because I will literally fly on if not. Just ping me a message and hopefully I will see it. It's not actually coming up on my other screen, so I'm hoping I will see it. Gotta love technology. It never quite works as you want it to. Anyway, hopefully I'll catch it if you do. So the 5R approach, I've got some notes so I didn't go off tangent. Firstly, we focus on removing toxins, basically removing triggers, anything that is going to be causing you potential irritation in your digestive tract, okay? And these are often going to be things that we already kind of know are kind of not so good for us. So gluten is a big one. Like, people know bread is just not my friend. You know, I shouldn't eat it. I have a bit of a problem. So we remove all of these things all at once, okay? So whether that is your gluten, that's your breads and pastas and anything with white flour in, basically, or flour in. We remove dairy, we remove caffeine, sugar, alcohol, soy, and a number of other ingredients that have been proven to be gut irritants or potentially trigger the immune system, okay? So that's phase one, we remove. Second phase, we then replace. And this is where you're taking out all of those things that are basically assaulting you from the inside, and we start replacing them with nutrient-dense whole foods. And I go through all of this with you, which ones get you more bang for your buck, which ones are going to be better for your body, how to pair foods together, give you nutritious recipes and delicious recipes. And don't take my word for it, listen to some of my testimonials coming through. And if you're a fussy eater, I had a few fussy eaters as well. I basically can just tweak recipes so that you're eating something that you can manage, okay? So we replace is phase two, and then we go on to reinoculate. And that means replacing everything in your gut with the good bacteria. So these are your probiotics, your prebiotics. And again, I teach you about this. That one of the reasons this course is 6 weeks, and in all honesty, this is a 6-month program, is because there is so much to go through so that you have all of the information you need to be the master of your own destiny and be your own health detective. So whilst I'm talking about this, I should cover this. When you enroll on the 6-week Gut Renew, it's not just a one-off wonder, okay? You're investing in a coaching plan that will see this twice a year. So you get to join me in September and then again in January if you want, okay? So I know from my own experience of learning, you take in so much the first time round. Hi Hannah, nice to see you. And I think the stats is you can take, overall, you might take 5-10% of that information in, okay? And that's brilliant. It's gonna get you quite far. Hi Janice, nice to see you too. And then it's the second time you do it, you suddenly take on another 15-20%. The third time, you have basically really bedded in that knowledge. And now you're talking about your health doing this, okay? So I don't want to be teaching courses where people come along, they do it once, and then they're basically on their own again. That's, you know, I can do that. But what I really want is to create lasting change for anyone who does my programs, which is why once you're in my program, you're in it for life, okay? I mean, you can silence me if I get annoying, that's not a problem. But it's there, okay? You've got a platform you can work through in your own time. So it's web-based, so you can log in and just work through the modules. The videos are all up there. All of the workbooks are there. You don't have to basically have me involved if you don't want. Or you can do it with me twice a year, where we follow a start. We do the 5R step by step. Okay, so I wanted to kind of make sure everyone knew that. What was I going to say? So I got up to Reinoculate. So sorry, that was phase 3. Then we move on to repair. Okay, and this is where we start repairing the gut. So by this time you've had 4 weeks, okay? 4 weeks where you've removed all those triggering foods. We're then replacing with healing foods so that the body starts to heal from the inside out. And then we start to repair. We're rebalancing, reinoculating with the good bacteria. Hi Louise, nice to see you. And then we really start to repair the gut lining. And I go through all of the different nutraceuticals, the products you can use to do this, the ones that are going to help you, the ones that aren't. We discuss the pros and cons of different supplement companies, and I will guide you in all of this. And as part of the program, you will also get a gut transformation kit, okay? That supplement's worth about £165, okay? So think of that as like, I think it works out with the early bird discount. If you grab one of the 5 slots left, it's under, I think it's like £97 a week this course will cost you for basically turning your health around. And I know I'm very biased, I am, but for £97 a week, and you can get rid of your digestive issues, you can basically reduce your inflammation, you can start turning around your autoimmune conditions. I mean, that is worth every penny for me. I wish I'd had something like that, because I have literally spent tens of thousands of pounds doing this stuff, which is why I've developed this course, to make it easy and to make sure you get results. So then we go on to repair. So we go through all of the supplements and the different strategies that are involved in repairing a gut, okay? One of the things that lots of people have and they don't realise they've got is something called leaky gut. And this is a term that's been around for years. You might have heard it more recently, particularly with children with, or adults as well, autism spectrum disorder. There's big links with leaky gut and kids who are struggling with ASD. And leaky gut basically means that tube I talked around at the beginning, which is the tube from your mouth, down your throat, into your stomach, and then down through the small intestines, large intestines out. It's just a great big tube. Instead of the lining or the cells being really tight, so they only open to let nutrients through and products that are meant to be in the bloodstream through, and then they close again. Leaky gut is when the gut becomes damaged through foods we're eating, through toxins, through stress, through a multitude of factors. So instead of these gut or tight junctions being like this, they become leaky and they open up. And when they open up, it's like a colander. What you're eating, whether that's McDonald's or whether that is vegetables, or so vegetables are even a good example. If it's not organic vegetables, there's pesticides and chemicals on those vegetables. When you're eating things and you've got leaky gut, all of those toxins are getting through. The body is not protecting you anymore. That first line defense is no longer working, okay? And this is why your gut is linked to your whole health. Because when that happens, you've got proteins that are getting through into the bloodstream, you've got bacteria, you've got viruses, you've got toxins. So your bloodstream suddenly goes, whoa, hang on a second, we're under attack. It doesn't know that you're letting it in, that it's just the foods you're eating. So it starts mounting an immune attack, which is why your immune system goes into overdrive and you start getting sick, okay? Whether that is diverticulitis, okay? Whether that is your tummy just is not working, you've got really bad stomach cramps and diarrhea and bloating, whether that is autoimmune, you're suddenly noticing you're really stiff, your joints are stiff, or you've got eczema, psoriasis. Depending on what you are coded for genetically, and this will be different for everyone, will dictate potentially what genes are going to be switched on, okay? So we all have genes, all right? We've all got coding in the background. Our genes are not our destiny, but our lifestyle and environment will dictate if those genes get switched on. So if you have got a family history that is not so healthy, if you've got mums, dads, grandparents, aunties and uncles that have health issues, and you really do not want to follow in your family footsteps, you have got to change your lifestyle and environment. And that is the foods you're eating, the environment you're living and breathing in, your stress levels, the whole environment. And this is what I cover. Because if you're dealing with kind of chronic health stuff, particularly autoimmune, it's multifactorial, okay? So we go through all of that. So we cover that and rebalance, and then the final 5R is, repair, and then the final 5R is rebalance, where we go through lots of strategies on how to rebalance the whole body, okay? So as you've worked out, it's not quick. It's not a quick win. There's a lot of information, but even if you took 5% of this information the first time you do the course, I mean, listen to the testimonials that are going to be coming out on my emailers over the next few weeks. If you're not signed up to my email database, I'll put the link below because I will share it in there, and you'll listen to kind of my previous participants or clients who went through my January program and the results they got. You know, and the majority of them are doing it again, ready for round 2, because they're like, hell yes, I'm ready for like a reboot, and I'm going to really nail this section this time, because what's important to each of us at any one time is going to be different, you know. Might be headaches for one person. They think, do you know what, I've just got to get rid of these headaches. Once they've got rid of them, they might be like, tick, win. The next person, it might be sleep, might be digestion, you know, could be anything. So that's the 5R approach in a very long-winded around the way. And as I said, this is the gold standard functional medicine approach, which has been proven to be more effective than lots of kind of the other approaches to actually drilling down what the cause of a problem is. So I can send you for allergy tests and all the rest of it, but this has actually been proven to be more effective than anything. I've gone through leaky gut, so if anyone didn't know what that is and they're thinking, oh, blimey, okay, that makes sense. Hopefully that's helped. But if you've got any questions, you can always fire away at a later date, or just message me below or direct message me. I'm happy to answer more. Hopefully I've explained a little bit in regards to the links to why your gut is responsible for everything, because if that happens, even if that doesn't happen fully, but if there's damage to the gut, you are triggering an inflammation, an inflammatory response. And at the seat of every single disease, that's your heart disease, that's your cancer, that's your autoimmune, that's your skin issues, that's your depression, anxiety, that's your brain health. Inflammation is at the key. That is the starting point of it all. If you reduce your inflammation globally, your health will improve. Okay? That's just fact. It's just knowing how to do it. And that's really what I want to arm you with, because it's invaluable. And when you know this, you can share it with your friends and family. So, you know, do it as a household. I mean, start this course and make it like a household event so that everyone's involved. If you've got kids, teach them about this stuff. Really passionate about trying to change kind of the health of the next generation, because they're going to be in trouble. You know, we've got a rise in autism spectrum disorders. We've got a rise in mental health. I mean, it's just insane. We've got sicker kids. We've got a rise in obesity. All of this stuff can be turned around with the right knowledge and the right guidance. I'd love to do something with public health or the health service where we just get these classes on offer in schools, in GP practices, in the health service. It would be a game changer. So if you're watching this and you want to help me do that, and you're working health and you think, oh yeah, we do need that, please get in touch. Be more than happy to try and help us get on track, because ultimately, if we don't all start looking after ourselves better and start reducing our inflammation and improving our health service is going to be in even worse state. And I really do feel we're heading for bankruptcy with it, because we cannot maintain the level of ill health that's coming. You know, we've got to get smarter about this. Sorry, that's a bit doom and gloom. Was there anything else I wanted to say to you? Any questions? Because again, I can waffle on for ages, and I'm conscious I do waffle on for ages. So I don't want this to be too long and boring, but I wanted to make sure you all got the opportunity to learn a little bit more. I've told you when it's kicking off, so that's the 40. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I am going to be running a free mini reset, okay? So I do appreciate this course isn't for everyone, and the cost of the course might be inhibitory for some as well, but I want to be able to help get people started at the very least. So on the 1st of September, which is a Thursday, and that's in about 10 days time, I think, looking at my calendar, I am going to be running a 7-day mini reset. So for anyone who's already enrolled on my program, this is going to be just an early introduction and getting you kind of primed for what we're going to be doing in that first stage, which is removing. So the longer we get to remove, the better, because often we're consuming way more toxins than we realise, and sometimes you can get away with it and hi Joe, nice to see you, and feel fine. Other times you can feel a bit rubbish, I'm not gonna lie, for the first week or two when you start taking toxins out. If anyone's ever given up caffeine, just on caffeine on its own, you know, you might be aware that you can actually get something called a caffeine rebound headache, where you get headaches because your body has become addicted to it, and it gives you awful headaches, and these can last a week, 2 weeks sometimes. So think of this free little reset as a way of just getting started for anyone who's kind of interested in kind of making improvements to their health but not sure if they're ready to commit to a 6-week program. This gives you a little bit of taster of the knowledge and expertise I'm going to be sharing with my 6-week group, and you get a number of downloads. I've been working on them this weekend. She says, as she turns around. So these are my ones with notes on, so they're double pages. It's your 3-day detox, and then you've got another one that I can't find right now, learning how to improve your digestion. So you'll get a pack that you can basically download and use again. So this can be done again and again and again. The key is in repeating, because as I said, every time you do this, you're telling your body, no, I've got you. I'm trying to tidy things up. Okay, so that kicks off on the 1st of September. If you aren't signed up to my email newsletters, please do, because this is where I'm going to be announcing it, and it will be the link to sign up for it. It's free. All you need to do is just sign up with your email address so that you get the automatic download. So you'll get the download of the ebooks, and then it will tell you a little bit about what I'm going to be doing. But I will be showing up every day in the private Facebook group, giving you guidance, and then we actually start a 3-day digestive cleanse in the last 3 days. So as I said, it starts off on a Thursday, and then we start the cleanse on the Monday. So it gives you Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday to read the booklets, watch the videos, get organised, clean your cupboards out, get rid of all the crap that's in there that is not serving your health, and get whole food nutrition in so that you are ready to go for your 3 days and you will be feeling better. Okay, so this is just a really nice introduction. You can obviously extend the reset, and I would really recommend doing that. So by all means, repeat the recipes, do it for a week if you can. You will feel so much better if you do. But it's a nice opportunity for anyone who wants to kind of benefit from some of the advice I give, and give it a bit of a try. Can't find the words. Okay. I've waffled for 25 minutes now, so I'm going to sign off unless anyone has got any questions. But please email me or send me a message if you've got any questions. And equally, I've had a few people message me about the course, and I've been really honest with them that it's not the right approach for them, and then I've directed them into either a one-to-one or an alternate route, because I want you to get the most from it. You know, I'm not just going to sell you this program if I don't think it's right for you. But for the vast majority, you will get benefit. Even if you don't have digestive health, you will just get benefit to your health. And if you've got anything inflammatory, any inflammatory condition, whether that's arthritis, skin, digestive, brain, you are guaranteed to get results. Okay, so hope to see some of you soon. And I'll be here next Sunday. Oh no, I won't be here next Sunday because I'm in the UK. So I will try and jump on a live another day if I get a chance. I might not be able to get on next week. I'll do my best. If I can, I'll put a note in the group and it'll be on my stories to let you know when. All right, but sign up to the newsletters. That's where you're going to be getting most of the information, and I'll be sharing kind of other tools and tips and interesting facts and things. All right, thank you so much for those who've shown up, and hope to see you soon. All right, take care, guys. Bye.